Hi and welcome. Today we have a very special guest with us, the founder and CEO of ClearPack Group, Shri Govind Bhandari ji. How are you today, sir?
I'm very good, and you? How are you?
Very well. Thank you so much for giving us your time. How's your day been?
Oh, wonderful. I've been traveling, and I'm glad to be here.
And we got to know about that, and thank you very much for your time there. I mean, we're lucky enough to have you.
My pleasure as well.
Having you in the spot. Let's jump right into what ClearPack's all about, what the group displays, what is it that you bring to the table to the world, and
Okay.
a little bit about yourself, sir.
Okay. So, ClearPack is one of the leading suppliers of packaging automation for consumer companies, some of the top consumer companies in the world, for food and beverage, home and personal care, agrochemicals, lube oil, edible oil, pharma companies and all that. We started in Singapore in 1991, and we have 3 manufacturing hubs right now, 13 offices all over the world. We have a team of more than 500 people. We supply end-to-end solutions for these global consumer brands, and that includes, filling machines from primary machines all the way to secondary, end of the line, palletizing and all that. We have deep expertise in robotics, AGVs, digitalization, smart factory solutions. We couple all this together and provide some of the best-in-class solutions to our customers. We brought in a lot of European technology to India recently. I mean, we had factories in Europe which we closed down and brought the technology to India. And we make European quality machines here in India now. So that allows our customers to reduce their capex and be very, very competitive. And the machines that we build are running the top production lines of some of our customers. And we are really proud of that. Some of the top companies in the world.
Fantastic. 40 years of experience. That's like a long journey. And then, coming across, what's your journey been all across? Like, let's start from the time when you were in BITS Pilani. We learned a lot about it.
That was a long time.
But absolutely. I mean, I think the cream actually came from there, wherein, you kind of wanted to...
I think BITS prepared me for the journey ahead. And BITS is really one of the best, I would say, institutes in India. It really prepares everybody, And I think that was some of the best foundation years of me. I moved to Singapore in '83, and I worked for a couple of companies. In '91, we started ClearPack. And, we had a very success formula, I would say. And immediately we could start in many other countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, China. We started a factory in China in '94.
Wow.
One of the first Indian companies to have a factory in '94. And then we started in Dubai. Eventually, we started to expand so much that we started to buy companies in Europe. We bought a couple of companies in Europe, and we started to supply end-to-end solutions for our customers.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your UP journey. Uttar Pradesh, Invest UP. We've been here for a while. However, I think the major transition happened after 2017. What brought you to Uttar Pradesh? Why?
And we've been in India since '94, And initially we were in Maharashtra. But I think for 25 years we've been in UP. We had a small operation, very small company in UP here before. And the major expansion came in 2014. Then we decided that, the India was looking very positive from 2014 onwards.
Right.
Really. And I was hardly coming to India before that, So when I came to India in 2014 and I saw, everybody was so positive and bullish about business here in India,
Right.
I said, we have to start some good expansion here in India. That's when we set up our factory here in Greater Noida, because our experience in UP was very good, And with that experience, when we had to do the next expansion, which was last year, we decided to put up another 40,000 square meter factory here. Our choice was very clear that we have to be in Greater Noida. I think when I invested here in Greater Noida, some of my friends were not so happy and they were not so positive. They were telling me, why are you going to this place here in UP? But I think 2017, everything changed after that. So after that, this place became one of the best places in India to work in, to invest in, to have industrial factories. Yeah.
The government of Uttar Pradesh is very focused now on, women's safety, citizen safety all across. Very certain, very focused on creating a conducive environment for the businesses. Of course, how has Invest UP been? Like the bureaucracy down the line, support when you're putting in the first phase, the second phase. Then we've got Nivesh Mitra, we've got a single portal, the single window system now that we have. So how's that helped you out?
I think that has been wonderful. They've given us tremendous support. The single window system has been very, very useful. And I've lived in Singapore for so long. I've factories in Europe, in China, other places, and I would say I think this single window system is comparable to anywhere else.
Right.
It makes things very, very easy for investors like me.
Fantastic.
And all the approvals, all the statutory compliances, all have been handled very well and very easily.
We like to call ourselves, Uttar Pradesh calling itself now the Expressway Pradesh. We've got 5 expressways. We're expanding exponentially. We've got defense corridors. We've got, focused people who can actually now do multimodal hubs. And how's that logistic part? Because I think your product, it's highly, when you actually manufacture it, there's a lot that has to go into logistics part as well. Raw material coming in, going on. How's that been?
I think the infrastructure of Greater Noida, UP, the logistics hubs, all that are playing a very important part in making us efficient and expand a lot. Because one of the things missing here is the seaport.
Yeah.
We probably export 20-25% of our machines all over the world, and not being close to seaport is normally not such a good thing for us. But here it doesn't really matter because we have 2 big ICDs nearby.
Right.
So it takes another just 4 more days, extra days, to reach from here to the ports anywhere in India. So that's not a problem.
We were just talking about that, the Jewar airport coming in.
Oh yes, yeah.
Once that comes in.
Wow, I think this place is going to be one of the best places in India and the UP to invest in Greater Noida.
Well, that's exponentially growing as well, and very soon we're going to see the results as well. How about local employment? Every industry that runs needs skilled manpower. And Uttar Pradesh also has to offer a huge, mass of youth that is ready to work. Even Russia at the moment, we had a meeting yesterday with Russia, and we was very bullish about telling them that, we need that level of people to be skilled. How about that skilled manpower? How about hiring people here from UP?
No, so I think there is good skilled workforce available here in Noida. And if we are not able to get some good talented people, it's easy to find elsewhere in India and easy to relocate them to Noida
Because of the Delhi thing.
Because here you have Greater Noida is built like Singapore actually. You have industries, you have housing nearby, you have good hospitals, you've got universities, you've got colleges, you've got good schools. So it's like self-sufficient ecosystem, a good ecosystem. So when somebody comes here, he feels very comfortable. And safety was a problem many years back here in UP, but that's already fixed. We have not had any problems here in UP at all.
Fantastic.
So I would say, I think today, Greater Noida is one of the best places in India to invest in and to work in and be here. Yeah.
Speaking of Singapore, I'm sure that you probably are in touch with a lot of your friends from Singapore.
Yeah.
Any little message that you would like to share across the world, not just Singapore, but across the world, about how Uttar Pradesh is now? What is the new Uttar Pradesh? Because people used to compare with the level of things that have now, if you talk about right now, it's changed. It's phenomenally changed. So how about you telling another investor who's willing to invest somewhere, maybe in a conglomerate business or maybe in the same line? What's your take on it?
I would say go for it. Invest here in UP is one of the best places in India to invest in. The infrastructure, the logistics hubs, the industrial hubs, all that are, and the location of Greater Noida is really good. And with all these ICDs nearby, with the airport coming up, I believe it's one of the best places in India to invest in right now.
Great. Any future plans, any expansion plans for Clearpack that we can see?
We had a 40,000 square meter factory coming up. So I believe that should be enough for a while for us. And that will be our hub for all the exports and domestic sales, for a while.
Fantastic. Well, on that note, thank you very much, Govindji, for being a part of this beautiful journey. Thank you so much for giving us your feedback. We learned from it. UP is ready to learn. We've got a lot to bring on the table. We've got a lot to discuss as well. We as Invest UP would be ready to learn from you any time of the day. The authorities, the senior management, even the government, the cabinet ministers right from the top are ready to listen to you, hear you out, and if there's any assistance that you would need, we're ready 24/7 for you. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
We've been getting all the help that we need. The journey has been seamless, very efficient, and very professional working with the UP Invest.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you too.